Hi Gemini, welcome to your 12th to the 19th of February 2024. So if you want to book a reading, they are available in the description box below. You can also book a audio call. So this is where basically you book and I will speak to you on Instagram or whatever your platform of choice is. And it will be an audio call for 45 minutes. So that's hot right now. People are really liking it. There's also tarot coaching half price. You can join the exclusive membership. And there is also half price love readings with it being Valentine's Day. So this week, what I'm getting for you is something is at its breaking point. Either you're at a breaking point or something is at its breaking point. And what we mean by this is, I feel like something is going to collapse. Someone is going to collapse under the weight of something. Something just can't continue. A way of life, a self, a relationship. I'm also getting someone who might be going through a dark night of the soul. That's what the tarot coaching really helps with. It's 5 readings and a journal. For those who are really serious, it will really, really change your life. But yeah, I'm getting some of you as the 10 of Wands would be a person who might have, with the Justice card, heavy karma. The other side of the coin is, for those Geminis who've been acting right, it's someone else has got heavy karma for what they've done to you. Okay, because Justice with the 10 of Wands came out, and that's what I'm getting. Some of you, it's time to drop the things that are making you stressed. It's time to stop burying your head in the sand. Like, something cannot continue, a way of life cannot continue, a self cannot continue. It's just creating illness, irritability, stress, unhappiness. It just can't continue. Some of you, it's time to get rid of cunts out your life. Like, no. I've said this before, Jesus could be friends with everybody, and he had 12 men who sat at the table with him. Geminis want to be around people of integrity, fairness, morality. You also need to represent this, because you can't be asking from other people what you're not yourself. Okay? So for you this week, you need to kind of do a check-in with the self. Look in the mirror. Are you asking for people? Are you asking from people what you're not being yourself? Okay? So do that check-in. And if you feel like you're acting fair, you're showing up, you're being decent, and you're feeding into other people, and the other people aren't, it's time to get away from those people. Okay? A big message for you this week, especially for those people who are holding on to exes, fuckboys, karmics. It's going to be a really stressful week. It's Valentine's, and naturally in Valentine's, people tend to be focused on love. They're seeing a lot of couples. And the message I'm getting for you this week is you are struggling because maybe the memories of this person come back up. Some of you are dealing with a Knight of Wands. You're dealing with either a fire sign or an air sign. But this guy is not honest. He's all about just his own ends. He's not committed. He doesn't tell you the truth. Some of you don't even know the half of this person. This is a compulsive liar. Okay? And I feel like you're stressed this week, maybe trying to get this person's attention, maybe trying to get them to come over, but this person is just not interested. They could be ghosting you, they could be ignoring you. Tell me more about what Geminis need to know this week, please. Judgment with the 2 of Wands. There's an opportunity to change your life. There's also red flags. Judgment is all about Archangel Uriel. This is a call from the archangels. This is a call from the higher self, telling you that a life change needs to take place. Something has to change. Some of you could need to really work on your health, your energy. I'm getting like a heaviness, a repression, a lot of emotion, trying to push down the shadow. Okay? But the judgment next to the 2 of Wands is that some of someone could be double dealing. And because it's Valentine's, you might notice that they don't want to come and spend time with you. This person could have someone else in the background. Someone could be married. They could be living a double life. Okay? This is what I'm saying. Like, some of you are dealing with someone who you don't really know this person. Some of you maybe think that someone cares about you, but they really don't. Like, this person is just using you for sex, passion. They're not committed to you. They don't plan to become committed to you. Okay, but there's definitely red flags around a life change that needs to take place quickly, or red flags around a man, a masculine. Tell me the good stuff for Geminis. For the Geminis who are really, really ready, it doesn't matter what the world throws at you this week, you're ready. Doesn't matter if the world is falling apart, like you're ready, the Justice card. You're acting correctly, you're balanced, you're listening to higher counsel, because justice is universal law, it's the highest consciousness of all. It's universal law. So some of you are listening to the universe, you're paying attention to the signs, you're doing the right thing. Maybe it's not the thing you want to do, but you're doing the right thing. You're getting up, you're taking care of business, and you're doing the right thing. And I think good things are coming. But you've got a big decision to make, or you're waiting for someone to make a decision this week. Some of you could be stressed out over a legal case, and you could be dealing with someone who is basically tarring your reputation, trying to smear you, trying to block you from getting some kind of money or some kind of outcome. Don't act childish this week. Page of Swords reversed is don't go looking into things, don't go spying, don't be obsessing this week, stay balanced, okay? But I kind of get this powerful energy with Gemini where whatever your problem is, you're working towards fixing it. So if money is your problem, you are getting a plan for your money. If your health is a problem, you're joining a gym. That's what I'm saying, like Justice card is you're correcting something that is not good. You're correcting a situation. Some of you are cutting someone off because you might find something off about this person. But I tell you this, I feel like I can't get the words out. So some of you are either dealing with a no contact, some of you have got like this darkness within you, you've got these problems and you're not expressing yourself and it's becoming repressed energy and it's becoming triggers. Okay, so some of you might need to go and speak to someone. It could be a coach, it could be a counsellor. Some of you might have financial problems, but I'm getting taking your health seriously, and I do think it's time to confront something once and for all. Some of you are just going to have to accept that someone just isn't it for you. Okay, the Sun card reverse can be bad energy, blocked solar plexus. It can also be tiredness, fatigue, and just being generally drained. The Sun card reversed is also someone who's not happy. This can be a masculine who's not in his power and he's just dragging you down. It's really good for the Geminis this week who are kind of in that kind of I don't give a fuck. No excuses. I'm going to do what needs to be done regardless of what I feel, regardless if it's what I want. But you know when I normally do readings, I'm not stuttering. There's something about stuttering. Some of you are just tired, you're exhausted, you're depleted. Some of you with people in your life, you feel like you'd have to walk on eggshells and watch what you say and just, you feel on edge, nervous. Okay? And like I said, some of you have got some things going on in your life or you've got some things going on within you and you're repressing it and repressing it and repressing it. And actually you need to communicate so that you can figure out what's going on within you. Yes. This can be someone who's got like an addiction as well. The Nine of Cups can be someone who's got like an alcohol addiction. The job here is to stop hiding, to stop burying your head in the sand, to confront something. Okay, and some of you, what you're confronting is some kind of addiction, some kind of obsession to a masculine or a feminine. Things have got out of control or they're getting out of control. I heard sick fantasies. Something is getting out of control, right? It might not even be you. It could be the masculine you're dealing with. Like I said, this could be someone who you think you know them, but if you actually found out about this person, it would be shocking. Okay? Again, the good stuff for Geminis this week is that you want balance in your life. You're tired of the stress. You're tired of the anxiety. You just want fairness. You want to feed into people and you want them to feed into you. You want to feel good on a day-to-day basis. You're tired of being angry, stressed, triggered. Okay, ignore this here. It's just a nightmare, but whatever. I just want to get the reading done. The point I'm making is I just feel like this week it's time to confront something. Okay, the elephant in the room. I think some of you are going to have to leave jobs, you're going to have to leave environments, you're going to have to start living different, thinking different, taking your energy and your healing seriously. And the big message here is with the Ten of Wands, that was your energy. So the Ten of Wands person, their energy is overload. They feel oppressed. They feel restricted. Okay, this can be having bad energy in your body, just feeling disgruntled. You need to start taking your health seriously, balance something out. Okay, yeah, Page of Wands reversed. I'm just getting as well that this week, when it comes to love, the messages that you want from a masculine are not coming. He might just start ghosting you. You're stressed. You're waiting for him to reach out. You're waiting to maybe go out with this masculine. This week I am getting someone who's ghosting you. This is just someone who's not communicating, or it can be someone who's just lying. And like I said, the double dealing. So maybe they're making excuses with you, but it's because they're going to see someone else. Some of you, this is a no contact situation. And because of Valentine's this week, this person comes back up into your mind, into your heart. Maybe you see things on social media. That's why I do think with the Page of Swords reversed, you're being told to not go looking. Don't go looking. So some of you, this person might have moved on, or this person might be dating, but they're saying don't go looking because you're just going to trigger yourself. You're just going to stress yourself out. So for some Geminis, I'm going to be honest, something has hit its wall. It's hit the wall. You've hit the wall. You can't continue on in this environment with these people. You can't continue on as the self that you are. It's burning you into the ground. It's fucking you up. Mind, body, soul, right? So some of you, you're going to have to take this new road, this new change. Two of Wands is a life change. A new way of doing things, a new path, new goals, new places, new people. And some of you, this matrix is driving you crazy, right? That's what all the overload, the stress is. It's everybody else sending the evil eye, the bad energy, and it's hitting your frequency. Remember what we are. We're a set of fields. And when you go out into the world and you go to environments and you're sitting in environments, that's a frequency, it's a field. And as you tune in, you're carrying that energy. Some of you need to do a karmic cleanse, an energy cleanse. If you've been acting badly, there could be some bad karma. So this is people who've been sabotaging other people, cutting other people down. This is a week where that karma could come back. If people have been doing this to you, that's what I'm actually getting for Geminis, for the Geminis who've been through a really hard time. Your luck is going to turn around. Some of you have been under a lot of oppression, a lot of stress, a lot of restriction, a lot of injustice. You've been being stopped from speaking, stopped from moving, stopped from growing. But that comes to its end. A cycle is over. A period of time is over. But I'm getting kind of gauzy eyes. So I'm getting like disorientation, tiredness, stress, someone who's using addictions as a way to cope with what they're feeling internally. For some of you Geminis, you're going through dark nights of the soul because the reality you're in is unbearable. It's unbearable. You're looking in the mirror and you're just like, I just don't even like this person I'm looking at. Now, if people outside you don't like them, you can close the door on those people, but if you don't like yourself, it's pretty hard to close that door. Now, here's what I'm going to say. Before I even started the video, about an hour before, I was hearing your messages. Some of you, you're totally ready. It doesn't matter what the world is doing. It doesn't matter what you're facing. It doesn't matter the challenge. You're totally ready. You're just like, no, I'm out. Like, I'm done. I'm done. You're just not making excuses, and it doesn't matter what injustices have been done against you. It doesn't matter who's moving against you. You're just done. All you know is that you just don't want to feel the way you feel anymore. You don't want to be around these people. You don't want to do this job. You don't want to keep giving to this person who just doesn't see you. And I think you're in a very solid energy. And because you're in a very solid energy, you're not feeling sorry for yourself that it's Valentine's and you're single, and you're just in a very level energy. And the Justice card is you can get a lot done and you are doing the right thing, and that's going to lead to the good outcomes because you're doing the right thing. So I do think some Geminis are kind of out of the victimhood, you're out of the energy, you're in the right mindset, and this is going to create good outcomes, okay? Tell me about love this week, please, for Geminis. Tell me about love. The moon. So for the divine feminine, the Gemini, you might really just be craving love. But for some of you, you're dealing with someone who's really bad for your health. I feel like for some of you Geminis, whoever you're dealing with, it's a prick. Like this person is, like I said, this person's a liar, they're a double dealer. Some of them might have left your life. The moon is for the divine feminine. This is someone who's confused, disorientated, and I'm getting bad health for Gemini. Mental health and also breathing and physical health, like generally how you're feeling in your health, in yourself. I'm getting fatigue, tiredness, all of this. So yeah, it's really important that you're careful with the people you bring into your world. We talked about love. The moon can be poison. So the message for Gemini is that someone you're dealing with is poison. The poison to your emotions. They're just not good for you. Okay? This is a person who's all about themselves. They don't give a fuck about you. They have no intention to be the person you want them to be. They have no intention to like look after you, provide for you. So I do think for Geminis, by taking a level-headed approach this week, it's only going to help you. Now, there's something with repressed breathing, something with repressed speech. This can be being around people who you feel like you can't express yourself with them or they'll leave you. This is walking on eggshells, like that type of stuff. This could be your boss as well. I'm also getting deception, so it can be a situation where you can't express your feelings to the person. Maybe the person is married, maybe it is your boss. So there's something here that it's just deceptive. It's not healthy. You know, but I'm getting for a lot of Geminis, this has already came to pass, and the message for this week is that you're coming into clarity. The moon is where you've been, confused, disorientated, living in a fantasy land, deceiving yourself about who you thought this person was. Maybe news will come to light this week. Maybe the way they act around Valentine's will give you the confirmation that you need. Okay? I just think for Geminis, though, a big message this week is health is wealth. Okay, some of you really need to cut certain people out of your life, certain foods, certain addictions. Like some of you need to really get yourself straight, because I am getting bad breathing, a lot of being checked out, kind of like in a fog, disorientation, tiredness, maybe even like flu, illness, stuff like that. But there's kind of a separation. So some Geminis are in that, but some Geminis are just clear. You're like, what the fuck's she talking about? So I get for some of you Geminis, like you're really just crystal clear, because that's why you came up as the Justice card, and you also came up as the Ten of Wands reversed. You are crystal clear that you do not want people who bring stress, people who block you, obstruct you, people you have to walk on eggshells with. You don't want it. You want fairness, you want balance, you want, you just want to be balanced in your world, because again, you've been through so much stress, you've been through so much shit that you just don't want this now. It's like, no, it's not even worth it. So I do think for some of you Geminis, like you're starting new businesses, you're taking a new path in your world, you're basically working on yourself. 201s could be expanding your world. You might have a job, but you get a side hustle. You might have property and you expand on property. I think for some of you Geminis who are badasses, you're moving. Things are expanding. More options are opening up, but again, it's because you're acting right. For the Geminis who are in stress, they're holding on to this person, you've got to get deep into all of this stuff. This is what I'm saying, this is the week where you can no longer carry on. Something has got to give, something has got to end, something has got to change. You've got the Emperor. Some of you might need to heal your divine masculine, maybe it comes from your father. Some of you are dealing with a divine masculine who you need to clear out your energetic field from this divine masculine. So it was someone you slept with, but this divine masculine is poison. Maybe there's a lot of blocks in your energy from the masculine that you were intimate with. Maybe he has infiltrated your energy and has took ownership. Basically, that's where you're obsessed. So, you know, when you become obsessed with a masculine, sometimes it can be through the intimate act. He's took possession. Black magic and dark forces and darkness is done in many ways. So yeah, some of you need to do like a sacral cleanse, an energy cleanse with the Justice card. Some of you are dealing with a karmic love, a karmic contract. Okay, some of you could be dealing with a twin flame or someone who it needs to end. Like you've got to learn the lesson. Some of you are dealing with a masculine, and you see it as that this masculine is your ultimate masculine. He's not. He's a karmic lesson. He's a repeat pattern. He's not your person. Because if he was your person, you wouldn't be in the Ten of Wands. You wouldn't be stressed out. You'd be in the Empress. So yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, some of you, it's reality check time. That's what I'm actually getting for Gemini. It's kind of like it's time to deal with shit that you've let get really out of control, whether it be your shadow, whether it be your money, whether it be this masculine who's just torturing your soul and just, he's really not good for you. Some of you are going to have to cut contact with someone. You're going to have to cut someone out because like this person just isn't good. This person just isn't good. You're going to have to cut contact. You're going to have to cut this person out. So yeah, something is coming to its natural conclusion. And again, I do think for a lot of Geminis, it's time to start getting back to balance. It's time to start looking after your health. It's time to start cleansing your energy. It's time to start demanding fairness. But for the Geminis who are just like, they've already been through all this, good stuff is coming. Justice. I'm getting some of you have been through heavy attacks, heavy spiritual attacks. Some of you have been through a hard cycle. This cycle could have lasted months or even years. And the message from the higher forces is that the balance is being corrected. And if you just get out your emotions and you get out your fears, good shit is coming. Yes. Okay. I do think for a lot of Geminis, they're kind of losing hope when it comes to love, when it comes to the dreams, when it comes to how they felt for a long time. They're kind of losing hope. But good stuff is coming. And I'm getting for the Geminis who say enough is enough. I'm not tolerating this anymore. You've got the Emperor. So this could be meeting your true divine masculine. Again, this is general guidance, booking your own personal, come and speak to me. I am really good at what I do. I'll be able to help you. Check out the love readings, do the tarot coaching, whatever you need. Some Geminis, I'm going to be honest, like even doing this video was really hard. Some Geminis, you're tired, you're disorientated, you're all over the place. You can't get it together. What I'm getting is a refusal to face reality. Some of you just refuse to face reality. Some of you have got problems. It could be debt. It could be health problems. It could be whatever, but you just won't face it. And so what's happening is the weeks are going by and the problems are getting heavier and heavier and heavier. What you're not confronting within yourself is getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And it feels like life is just too heavy. It's just too much. Definitely what I'm getting for some of you is it's a big life change. You can't stay in the country you're in. You can't stay in the environment. You can't be around certain people. You can't be in a certain job. Like you need to make a big life change. Because I think some Geminis are getting seriously angry. Justice can be the legal system. So this can be having a bad reaction and ending up being arrested and in jail. Okay? So this can be a person who just hits breaking point. And I do think some Geminis are being tested by cunts around them. Some Geminis have been heavily spiritually attacked, dark magic, all of this. Some Geminis are just tired of people taking the piss again and again. And Geminis are like, are you going to test me gangster? Don't think I fucking won't. So yeah, I do think, but Gemini, like that's what they want. Just take a new road, right? Whatever's rejecting you is protecting you. But I am getting some of you Geminis, you're going through a dark night of the soul. Some of yous are, like I said, you're just not in good health. You're just not in a balanced mindset. So life is feeling really heavy to deal with. Even the basics like washing yourself, doing your day-to-day chores, getting into the gym, regulating yourself, it just feels too much. You know? But what they're saying is it's time to correct the balance, even if you start slowly. Even if you just start putting little goals in place and start slowly reducing an addiction, getting into the gym, going on a run. You just got to correct your shit, basically. But for the Geminis who are ready, and I do think a lot of Geminis are, the universe is on your side. Karma will be served. Justice is fair. Yes. Some of you, a lot has been taken from you. There's been a lot that's been done to you. But again, it was all part of your karmic contracts. It was all part of what you were supposed to experience within those moments. But some of you, as long as you're not living in the past, the Nine of Cups is like a lot of good is coming. Now, some of you, I feel like you really want to move forward. You really want to start setting dreams in motion. And you've got your Daves, you've got your Karens, you've got your Matrix, you've got your NPCs. We don't give a fuck. We're getting what's ours, move. And if you don't move, I'll move you. That's it. Okay, this week for some of you need to show up, you need to put the content out there, you need to dress the way you want to dress, you need to show up, and don't give a fuck who's listening and who's watching. You've got shit to do. Go bore someone else. Honestly, truthfully. Because there's a lot of cunts who they've just got no life. Maybe that's the other side of the coin as well. So some of you are very motivated, you're very driven, but you've got a lot of basically just kind of wasters around you, and they're living through you. But at the end of the day, Gemini, you just need to focus on you and let them do what they're going to do. Give them something to watch. So there's kind of a separation between the two Geminis. One Gemini is in a dark night of the soul. They're all over the place. They're disorientated. Darkness is coming up. Confusion. There's an obsession over a masculine or a feminine. There's a deep anger and resentment towards what's been done to you. And you need to be careful this week, because a bad reaction could land you in court. Okay, so this can be where you lash out. A person in the Ten of Wands is at breaking point. They can end up acting out in violence because they're at breaking point. So yeah, it's important to meditate this week, go on long walks. Whatever your problem is, sit down and think of a balanced way. Do a pros and cons list of how you can get out of this situation, how you can balance your addictions, how you can correct your finances. Some of you might go and speak to a coach, a counsellor, because remember what I talked about. Some of you, there's a repression in the sacral. So I'm getting rape, sexual abuse. I'm getting repression in the chest area. So some of you, you're dealing with a person who's no contact. You're not talking to this person and it's really hurting you, and it's Valentine's and it's just generally stressing you out. It's hurting you because you're thinking about this person being with other people, and naturally it's hurting you. Some of you, you're dealing with a masculine, but again, he's just playing games, right? This masculine is seeing someone else. And so over the Valentine's week, he's going to ghost you. He's not going to come to see you. He's not going to be messaging you. He's not going to be putting the energy into you, and it's going to hurt. The other Geminis, it's game on. You do not give a fuck. You are like, are you kidding me? Like, cunt, when I fell on my knees, you weren't here. And these random strangers who are piping off with the fucking mouth, you're like, do I know you? No. Do I owe you? No. Okay, you're not even mad. You just chill. You're just like, this is what I want. This is what I don't want. And you're just putting your head in the right places and you're focused and shit's going down. So I think some of you are kind of hitting a breaking point for better. You're just done. You're done with the mind games. You're done with the stress. You're done with the pacifying dickheads. You're done with free-inch dick. Like, no. You know what you want. And you're just going to put all your energy into getting it. This is kind of a messy reading, but I think it's because the week for you is messy. For some of you. I'm going to say it could be a very, very stressful, painful, scary at times for some of you, because again, the universe is stepping in. Remember Archangel Michael? He's raising his eyebrow at you. He's calling out to you. He's like, red flags, red flags, red flags. And he's telling you this around your health. He's telling you this around the person you're dealing with. He's telling you this around your own behaviour that could lead to court, jail, death. Because when you're in a dark night of the soul, you're very dangerous. Okay? So yeah, some of you this week, you need to be kind to yourself. And some of you, like I said, you're just at a point where you can't keep going to this job. You can't keep putting up with this bullshit. Whatever version you are within yourself, you're just like, what the fuck? Like, who are you? Some of you are living with a stranger and it's yourself. You're just like, no. Some of you are massively burnt out. Okay? And again, some of you need to be careful because I am getting an infiltration of the dark. So I'm getting you're having some kind of, someone's doing work on blocking your love life. Someone's doing work on blocking your ability to move out of a situation. So you can't move out of a problem. They could be trying to put financial blocks or love blocks, but if you just keep yourself in high frequency and cleansed, you'll be fine. It's because you're weakened. It's because you're stressed. It's because some of you think it's all bullshit. It's very real. Research some research some countries. Okay? But I just think with some Geminis, like, it's good shit that's coming, but you've got to kind of help yourself. I do think a lot of Geminis are not helping themselves. You refuse to see the truth. The red flags are right there and you're just ignoring them. You just keep on keeping on. You got to make changes. You got to get up and say enough's enough. I'm not doing it. You don't feed back into me. You go fuck yourself. Okay, that's it. Right? I'm not killing myself for nobody. I'm not begging anybody. I'm not thirsty. Like, that's it. Oh, you're sitting there watching me, listening to me. I don't give a fuck. Who the fuck are you? Pipe down, cunt. Look at you. Look, you're judging my life. Look at yours. Do your life before you talk about mine. Like, some of you are getting too mad about what. I'm being serious. Like, about what? You know. But some of us, I do think, to finish, you just can't stay in a world anymore. You don't belong to it. It's not your place. It's not your person. It's not your people. You don't belong to it. And if you don't leave, God knows what's going to happen. Okay, so it's going to be a really good week. I do get that. And some of yous, for some of yous, there could be with the Emperor, the Justice card, a date, especially for the Geminis who are kind of in their higher self. They know what they want. It could be a really good week. Don't use tiredness as an excuse, because I'm actually getting someone who wants to take you on a date. But you're kind of going on tired. I've got to work. Like, you've got to put effort into your love life if you're going to be in love. Like, love is an investment like anything else. So what I'm getting is some of you have got love, but you're going to have to put the investment, the time, the energy, because actually there's a beautiful romantic date, but you're going to have to be open to putting the energy and the effort into it. And some of you, it's bad bitch mode, badass mode. Like, you're just really in that Gemini power where it's like, nah, you're just done. You just don't even care. Whatever's got to be done is going to be done, and you're only putting your energy and focus into the people who matter to you, to the people who fill up your cup and you fill up theirs. You're not interested in people who are out here with an opinion and take. You're done. No. They're just gonna lose access to you, basically. That's it. You're not mad anymore. Okay. Your punishment is you just lose access to me. No worries. Okay. So you're in a very, like, but some of you, as I'm telling you, this matrix, like, there's so many toxic people out here that it is time to really start thinking about changing your world, getting into better environments, getting around better people, because there is a lot of toxic, addicted, low frequency people now, and if you spend enough time around them, they will kill you. The poison to the mind, the heart and the soul, they're just vile. And the real ones, no. If you want to book a reading, you can. Have a great Valentine's. And some of you might be single, but instead of brooding and being single, just enjoy being single.